topic I decided to read about this trimester is free will and how it impacts people. I was mainly interested in seeing how people are affected by the amount of free will that they have, more specifically the lack of free will. And my questions going into it were, how are people affected by free will? And I wanted to use this to build a foundation of why it's important. So everybody is affected by free will, and everybody makes choices in life, and these are really what determine how we end up. And by taking away this free will, it obviously causes problems. And in George Orwell's 1984, which is the first book I read, it's very clear how bad these issues can be. The world is ruled by governmental propaganda, and nobody has a choice in anything. And it's impossible to express yourself, and it's very clear that every person in this society is just a piece on a chessboard that's being played by the government. And with creativity being blocked off, then nothing is being produced. All advancements in technology and society is stopped. And in the next book I read, Brave New World, then it takes another part of a dystopian world of trying to be a perfect world where everybody's happy, and this creates the lack of free will in having more emotions than happiness. It blocks off everybody, and through the character Bernard, it's very clear that this can also shut people out from this society where he is unhappy, and because he's different, he looks like he should be in a lower caste than what he really is, and it really negatively impacts him. And the similarities between these two books that I read are that no matter which way that they take, by limiting people's free will and their rights, it puts society to a halt. It creates problems, and there's no real advancements going on anymore. And the differences are that 1984 really used a fear tactic to remove the free will of people, and Brave New World tried to use positive emotions and reinforcements to progress that way, but both of them are fragile and are broken. Now, how these ideas compared to my own from the start, I did go in thinking that free will is necessary for a foundation of a society, and there's always going to be flaws, but eventually it'll work out in the end if you do have that as a foundation. And through this trimester, I just gained a greater understanding of how important it is to have free will in a society. And looking back at both of the books, I would not want to live in any of those scenarios that are played out. And it's definitely a good thing that we have our own abilities to express ourselves in our own ways.